Namaskar. Welcome all my viewers to Marketing Decoded with Dr. Janendra Routray. Imagine you are the marketing manager of an electric vehicle company. You have designed an excellent product. You have fixed the price. Your advertising campaign is ready. But suddenly the government changes its EV subsidy policy. Fuel prices fluctuate. A new competitor enters the market. Customers become more environmentally conscious and artificial intelligence begins transforming customer service. Will your original marketing plan still work? Probably not. Why? Because every business operates within an environment that is constantly changing. A successful marketing manager does not just focus on customers, they continuously monitor the forces outside the organization that influence marketing decisions. Today, we will decode the marketing environment and understand how micro and macro environmental forces shape marketing decisions. So, let us understand what will be the outcome of this session. By the end of this session, you will be able to define the marketing environment, differentiate between the micro and macro marketing environment, explain the components of each environment with practical examples, understand how environmental changes influence marketing decisions, and answer university examination and placement interview questions confidently. So let us understand what is marketing environment. So marketing environment refers to all internal as well as external forces which influence an organization's ability to identify customer needs, create value, and build long-lasting customer relationships. So some of these forces are quite closer to the organizations, whereas others are broader societal forces which influence decision making. So these are classified into two parts, that is micro environment. Next one is macro environment. So let us see from this map that my marketing environment comprises of two environment, that is micro environment and macro environment. Micro environment components comprises of company, suppliers, marketing intermediaries, customers, competitors, publics, whereas market environment forces are demographic factors, economic, socio-cultural, technological, ecological, political, and legal. So let us understand micro and macro environment in detail. So coming to micro marketing environment. So micro marketing environment consists of forces which directly affect the organization's day-to-day marketing activities. Like I had explained earlier, the components are starting with the company. So every marketing decisions taken by the marketing manager must align with the organization's vision, objectives, culture, and available resources. So before launching a new product, marketing team must work closely with finance, production, research and development, and human resources to ensure feasibility. Next comes suppliers. Suppliers are again an important force. Suppliers provide the raw materials, components, and services which is required to produce products. So any disruption in supply can affect pricing, production, schedules, and customer satisfaction. So During the global semiconductor shortage, we have experienced many automobile manufacturers delayed vehicle deliveries due to limited chip availability. Next comes marketing intermediaries. So these include wholesalers, retailers, distributors, logistics partners, and digital platforms that help to move products from producers to customers. Just like Amazon, Flipkart, Blinkit, and Zepto, which enable companies to reach customers quickly and efficiently. Then comes customers. So customers, as we know, are the foundation of every marketing decisions. So understanding customer needs, preferences, purchasing behavior, and feedback is essential for long-term success. So different customer markets include consumer markets, business markets, government markets, international markets. So let us understand each market. So consumer market consists of individuals and households that buy goods and services for personal consumption. Then comes business markets. So business market comprises of business organizations which buy goods and services for further processing or for use in their production process. Next is government markets. So government markets comprises of organizations which buy goods and services to produce public services or transfer of goods and services to others who need them. Then comes international markets. So international markets comprises of buyers of the other countries. So other force is competitors. So every company competes for customers' attention, trust, and spending. Marketing managers hence analyze competitors' products, prices, promotions, and strategies. Just like Coca-Cola and Pepsi regularly monitor each other's campaigns, product launches, and promotional offers. Next force is publics. Publics are groups that influence a company's reputation and operations. So these include financial institutions, media, government agencies, local communities, environmental groups, and social media influencers, etc. So company's reputation can be strengthened or weakened by these stakeholders. Next comes macro marketing environment. So macro marketing environment consists of broader forces which affect all businesses and cannot be controlled by individual companies. So easy way to remember is D-step framework. So D-step framework comprises demographic environment, economic environment, socio-cultural environment, technological environment, ecological or natural environment, political and legal environment. So coming to demographic environment, so changes in population size, age, education, income, family structure, and urbanization influence customer demand. So we can see one example, that is India's large young population has fueled demand for online education, gaming, smartphones, and digital payment services, etc. Then comes economic environment. Economic factors influence consumers' purchasing power and spending patterns. So some of the examples of economic factors are inflation, interest rates, employment rate, disposable income, economic growth, etc. How does it influence? So during periods of high inflation, consumers often shift towards more affordable brands or reduce discretionary spending. Then comes socio-cultural environment. So it comprises of culture, values, traditions, beliefs, and lifestyles which influence buying behavior of a customer. So some of the example, like increasing health awareness has expanded demand for organic foods, fitness products, and healthier beverage options. Next is technological environment. Technology continuously transforms how businesses create, communicate, and deliver value. For example, artificial intelligence, e-commerce, digital payments, marketing automation, data analytics, etc. So companies which adopt relevant technologies often respond faster to customer needs. Then comes ecological or natural environment. So businesses are increasingly expected to minimize environmental impact. So this includes sustainable packaging, renewable energy, waste reduction, recycling initiatives, etc. by the organizations. So many organizations have already started incorporating sustainability into their marketing strategies. Then comes political and legal environment. Government policies and laws shape also marketing activities as well as decisions. So these include regulations relating to consumer protection, competition, product safety, advertising standards, data privacy, etc. So marketing managers must ensure compliance while developing campaigns and products. So we will analyze all the concepts that we have studied in marketing, that is micro market environment and macro market environment, how the companies have applied for their benefit. Starting with Apple, Apple continually monitors technological trends, customer preferences, and regulatory requirements. So emphasis on privacy reflects both technological capability and changing customer expectations shown by Apple. Coming to Tesla, it benefits from technological innovation while also responding to environmental concerns and government incentives for electric mobility. Coming to Reliance Jio, Reliance Jio transformed India's telecommunications market by recognizing demographic trends, increasing smartphone adoption, and growing demand for affordable internet access. Then Blinkit has adapted to changing urban lifestyles by focusing on convenience, quick delivery, and digital ordering, demonstrating how demographic, technological, and behavioral trends has influenced marketing strategy. Now coming to Amul, Amul responds to changing consumer preferences by expanding into value-added dairy products while maintaining strong relationships with farmers and distributors. So let us discuss all the concepts of macro marketing environment and macro market environment from manager's point of view. Imagine you are the marketing manager of a packaged food company. So before launching a new healthy snack, you analyze micro environment and macro environment. So some of the questions we need to address with respect to micro market environment, that is, can suppliers provide quality ingredients consistently? Are distributors ready to stock the product? How are competitors positioning similar products? What do customers expect regarding taste, nutrition, and price? Similarly, we need to address some of the questions from macro market environment factors, like, is health conscious increasing? What is the impact of inflation on purchasing power? Are food safety regulations changing? Can technology improve production or customer engagement? And is there demand for sustainable packaging? So we need to address all these questions only after evaluating both the micro and macro environmental factors thoroughly. We can finalize product, price, promotion, and distribution strategy. So this demonstrates that successful marketing decisions are based on environmental analysis, not on assumptions. So now let us discuss some important university examination question. So let us assume the question is define the marketing environment, differentiate between the micro and macro environment with suitable examples. Then how should we answer? The answer structure is define the marketing environment, explain the meaning of microenvironment, discuss its components with examples, explain the macro environment, discuss each macro force with examples, conclude by explaining why environmental scanning is essential for effective marketing decisions. So let us discuss one placement interview question. Assume that interviewer is asking why should marketing managers analyze the marketing environment before launching a new product? What should we answer? The answer is marketing managers analyze the marketing environment because customer preferences, competitors, technology, economic conditions, regulations, and social trends continuously change. So understanding these factors helps organizations identify opportunities, anticipate threats, design appropriate marketing strategies, and reduce business risk. I hope you can answer confidently. So let us revise quickly what we have studied till now. So marketing environment comprises of micro plus macro environmental factors. Micro market environment are company, suppliers, marketing intermediaries, customers, competitors, publics. Macro environment factor, easy way to remember is this step: demographic, economic, socio-cultural, technological, ecological, political, and legal. One line formula to remember, that is think inside, scan outside, and decide wisely. So successful marketers don't simply react to change, they anticipate it. Thank you for joining me in another episode of Marketing Decoded with Dr. Janendra Routray. If you found this video useful, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Also watch my companion series, Marketing Jargons Made Easy with Dr. Janendra Routray, where complex marketing terms are explained in just 1 to 2 minutes. In the next episode, we will decode consumer behavior, why customers buy what they buy, exploring the psychological, social, cultural, and personal factors that influence purchasing decisions. Remember, great marketing begins with understanding the environment in which businesses and customers interact. I am Dr. Janendra Routray. Until then, keep learning, keep growing, and keep decoding marketing. Thank you very much.